Good evening, everybody. We are live. Hello. So tonight you are playing on your phones and on your devices. I'm hoping that the connection is okay. Just give us a little chat on the chat box thing on YouTube, just to let us know that the connection's all right. Then we've got 5 people on YouTube. There's quite a few of you playing tonight, which is pretty good. I've added an extra round in tonight as well. So the rounds that we've got tonight is general knowledge. Then we've got connections, which is similar to the one that I normally play in the pub. Then we've got name the year, true or false, and then finishing off with survey says. Okay. I'm hoping that the connection's all right because it looks a bit jittery this end. Tonight in the connections, you are going to have to type out the one word. It's going to be one words that you're going to be looking for the connections. And there's extra points as well for that. Name the year, you'll have to write out the actual year. True or false, that's just 50-50. And survey says you will have to write out the words for that as well, okay? But there are 5 answers for each survey, okay? If you get the if you write the right one down, then you'll get the correct answer. So just have a chat with your mates and think which one is going to be the most popular. We're going to start the quiz in about 3 minutes time, hoping that the YouTube's fine. Just gonna have a look at my end. Yeah, it just looks a bit jittery. It'll be fine on your phones. So you play the quiz on your phone, and then you can just watch us on this end. Just wondering what the delay is like. Are you loving the top, by the way? It's an. I thought I'd put it on to annoy you. Right, let's just see what the delay is like. 5 point, and then look at the connection. Right, so it's looking like it's about 5 seconds. 5 seconds delay. You won't notice that. I will. Right, 2 minutes then. It's a massive quiz tonight. And there's going to be a prize at the end of it as well. I'll be able to tell you that at the end. I'm going to try and give away a cash prize. It's not a massive cash sum. The more people play, the more I can give away as in cash. But I mean, there is quite a few people tonight, but it's not massive. But I'm also going to be giving 2 tickets away as well for the next quiz, which will be on Monday. So if you're new to this, we're doing it every Monday and Wednesday for now. See how it goes. Right, it should be showing up on your phones now. There's about 1 minute 5 to go now, roughly. If you haven't bought your ticket yet, you're going to have to hurry up. You can get them from the website, www.quiztube.com. .co.uk even. Don't even know my own website. Right, I'm hoping that you can hear me as well. Let's just do a test. La 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 la. I think you can hear me. There might be a little bit. I think you can hear. Yeah, you can. Right. There might be some background noise as usual. Got the kids in the background. Right. Looking like 10 seconds to go on your phones. Get ready because the first question will come straight in. It's 10 questions on general knowledge, and then we'll stop after 10 and have a look, see who's in the lead. So 50 questions overall. Enjoy your night. Here we go. Question number 1. In the nursery rhyme, sing a song of sixpence. The Queen was eating bread and honey where? A, on the balcony, B, in the garden, C, in the parlour, D, in the bath. So let's have a look. By the way, if you've not played this before, whoever's fast, if you're quicker at answering the points on the form, you get extra points. But if I just made sense or not, I don't know. Right, so let's have a look what everyone's put. Quite a few of you are playing tonight. 77% went with C. The right answer is C, and that's showing up on your phones. Okay, so you know what you're all doing now. Okay, on to the next question. Question number 2. Invented by Charles F. Brannock in the 1920s, you would use a Brannock device to measure your what? A, your head, B, your wind speed, C, your temperature, or D, your shoe size. Right, let's have a look what the majority went with. A lot of you are saying D, your shoe size. Some of you are not sure. The right answer is it is D, your shoe size. Right, on to question number 3. Right, just true or false on this one. We've got true or false later on. But for this one, the Queen's head faces the same way on postage stamps as it does on coins. True or false? "30 seconds to answer." Right, the majority went with A, true. Only a slight majority there. Should we do that one again? The right answer is false. Okay, you can check that out now. Well, maybe later on. Question number 4. Who appeared in more episodes of Baywatch? Pamela Anderson or David Hasselhoff? Okay, and the majority went with B, David Hasselhoff. And the right answer was David Hasselhoff. Well done. On to the next one. In politics, who became the leader of the Green Party of England and Wales in 2012? I just realised, and you may have not seen the answer for the last one. I pressed the wrong button. My fault. But it was David Hasselhoff. A, Nasty Bennett, B, Tony Blair, C, Caroline Lucas, or D, Kermit the Frog. Right, so the majority went with C, Caroline Lucas. Oh, sorry, A. Some late results there. The right answer is A. I remember to press the button this time. Question number 6. Sometimes a question might come up on your phone before it does on YouTube, so you just gotta watch out for that because there is a bit of a delay. Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot is the alias of which Batman villain who has a variety of high-tech umbrellas that he uses as weapons? A. Joker, B. Penguin, C. Riddler, or D. Catwoman? Always interesting to see what everyone else went with. Remember, the quicker you are, the more points you get. And the majority went with B. Penguin. Everyone going for that, 100%. And the right answer is the Penguin. Right, question number 7. Which King of England was known as Richard the Lionheart? A. Richard I, B. Richard II, or C. Richard III? Okay, and the majority went with C. Richard III. And the correct answer is Richard I. Richard III was the guy with the hump, I think. Right, on to question number 8. What colour is the leftmost stripe on the national flag of France? So is it A, yellow, B, white, C, red, or D, blue? Just wait for everybody to answer. Okay, and the majority went with D, blue. The correct answer is D, blue. 2 more left, and then we'll find out who's first in the lead. Question number 9. Who played the title role in the 1999 film The Talented Mr. Ripley? A. Colin Firth, B. David Tennant, C. Matt Damon, or D. Tom Cruise? Thanks a lot to those 5 that are watching on YouTube. Hope it's not too confusing for you with the delay. I did want to get some fancy graphics on there, but I can do the fancy graphics, but my computer just won't handle it. Right, the majority for that one went with C. Matt Damon, and the right answer, make sure I press the right button, is C. Matt Damon. Right, last question for you. Your majority of you are all doing pretty well so far, so it's going to be interesting to see the scores. Question number 10. According to a 2014 survey by YouGov, what was the Britain's favourite crisp flavour? Salt and vinegar or cheese and onion? Argue amongst yourselves. Right, let's have a look what the majority went with. And that was... everyone's saying cheese and onion. Are you matching the YouGov poll for that year? The right answer is cheese and onion. Well done. Is it still the favourite? Right, so let's have a look at the leaderboard then, after 10 questions. And out in the lead is... Homer. Homer was winning, if you remember, last Friday. Well done, Homer. Homer is in the lead at the moment. Second is Stefan. And third, Irish Connection, Kevin. Good to see you, Kevin. I can see what the Irish Connection and Unicorn, they've decided that to keep it within the teams. If you're in a team, put your team first and then your name second. It's a good idea. But if you're playing solo, that's fine. So just have a look at your scores at the moment. Still got 4 more rounds to get through, so anything could change. Right, in this next one, it is connections. Okay, you're going to see 4 clues, and then you need to write down the connection. The connection is going to be one word only. So all you need to do is type in one word. Make sure that your spelling is spot on, though. Okay. Here comes your first 4 clues. Question number 11. It might be confusing to those people that are not watching on YouTube. But here we go. Question number 11. Which 1987 film was advertised with a poster that featured a helmet with the words "Born to Kill" written on it? Is it Back to the Future, Ghost, Full Metal Jacket, or Die Hard? Try and remember your answers, whatever you're going to go for, because you're going to pinch a word from that, and you're going to need to write another word for the connection. Okay. Right, the majority said C, Full Metal Jacket, and the right answer, these are the ones that you need to make a note of, is Full Metal Jacket. So you're going to be taking one word now out of Full Metal Jacket to come up with another word that's going to connect. Okay. Right, question number 12. What is the full name of the government department that is commonly abbreviated as DWP? Is it A, Department of War Pensions, B, Driving Without Permission, C, Democratic Welsh, it's meant to say Welsh, not Welsh, Parliament, D, Department for Work and Pensions? Just proving that I've actually wrote these questions. So. Right, so you lovely people went with the majority. Went with D, Department for Work and Pensions. The right answer is D. So again, pinch a word from that. And the one word that you've pinched from the first one, there'll be a connection there somehow. Right, question 13. In 2008, which football team set new records for both the fewest points and fewest number of wins in a Premier League season? with a total of just 11 points and 1 win. Is it Derby, Luton Town, Bolton Wanderers, and Sunderland? Could this be a clue? Could it be a clue? Or is it just a bluff? Right, the majority went with... Don't go for Bolton. Don't go for Bolton. Derby. Some of you thought Sunderland. The right answer is Derby. So there you go. You've got one word there, Derby. So whatever word you're going to go for the connection, it's going to match with Derby. Okay. Right, question 14. The last clue before you make the connection. Featuring in a number of films, Skull Island is best known as being the home of which monster? A. Skeletor, B. King Kong, C. Godzilla, or D. Captain Hook? I'm not sure if I'd say Captain Hook was a monster, but could be the right answer. I really need to sort this lag out. It's proper bad, isn't it? Right, the majority for that one went with, which B. King Kong. If you're all correct, you need to take one word out of that. You are all correct. Right, now get ready. This is where you need to type in the answer. And if you're not watching on YouTube, I'm hoping that you will know what to do. Okay? So good luck, guys. You've only got 30 seconds to write down the answer for the connection. So tell me now, what is the connection? And mind your spelling. There's extra points for this as well, if you get the connection right. Depends how fast you are. So you just need to write one word that will match with all the other words. Right, let's see if everyone got what we were talking about with that one. The majority went with donkey. 10% went for breakfast. The right answer is donkey. Well done. Everyone follow the rules. Phew. Right, so let's do that again then. 4 more clues, and then we'll do another connection. Same thing. Here we go. Question number 16. Which fictional character first appeared in 1928 novella called Armageddon, 2014-19 AD, by Philip Francis Nolan, and in the late 1970s and early 1980s was played on TV by Gil Gerard? A. Luke Skywalker, B. Captain Kirk, C. Buck Rogers, or D. Batman? That's a massive question, that one. So again, whatever the answer is, make sure that you take the one word out of it. The majority went with C. Buck Rogers. The right answer is Buck Rogers. Right, question 17. What type of food is mentioned in the Lord's Prayer? A. Fish, B. Bread, C. Sugar, or D. Cheese? These are all one-word answers. So if you can make the connection from this one. It's always really hard for me to explain the connection round. Right, the majority went with B, bread. The answer is B, bread. Hallelujah. Question number 18. According to a nursery rhyme, what two things go with all things nice to answer the question, what are little girls made of? A, cats and mice, B, curry and rice, C, dirt and lice, or D, sugar and spice? Right, the majority went with D, sugar and spice. The right answer is sugar and spice. One more left, and then we'll make the connection again, okay? Number 19. Who was Anne Robinson's co-presenter on the TV show Watchdog for most of the 1990s? Was it A, Terry Wogan, B, Esther Rantzen, C, Alice Beer, or D, Gloria Hunniford? Right, time up. Let's have a look. The majority went with A, Terry Wogan. The right answer was C, Alice Beer. So I think that's the first time where the majority didn't get it right. So hopefully you've been taking notes of the answers and you've took one word out of there, and now you're going to make the connection for the second time tonight. There is extra points for it, so be very quick and you'll get extra points, okay? Here we go then. What is the connection? Question 20. Make sure your spelling is spot on. Just for this quiz, I made it one word answer for the connection. I think it'd be pretty cruel if I did two words. Let's see what you've all come up with. People are still answering at the moment. Right, so the majority went with, this is the fun part for me. Right, we've got alcohol out there with 31%, wheat, brown, ginger at 15%, and hops at 8%. The correct answer, if it's one of them, is ginger. Well done to you guys that did put ginger. Alcohol, just get yourselves another drink, guys, okay? Right, let's see who's out in the lead. Is it still Homer, or has someone else caught up? Out in the lead then, after 20 questions, is Homer's still out there with 2,217 points. Quentin Quarantino, 2,182 points. And still in third, Irish Connection Kevin. You can still catch up, guys. Come on. I'm rooting for Unicorn Al. It can all change, honestly. Right, what we got next? Right, we got Name the Year. Okay. It's kind of similar to connections. You've got 4 questions from this particular year. Then on the 5th question from this round, you will have to manually type in what the year is. You have to be spot on. You can't be 1 year out or 1 year below or anything like that. And no cheating, please. Okay. Here we go then. And there's going to be 2 years to get. Question 21. The publication of whose diaries revealed that they had an affair with John Major? That was your question there. Took a while for it to load up on my screen. Margaret Thatcher, Edwina Currie, Neil Kinnock, or Marjorie Kemp? And the majority went with Edwina Currie. The right answer is Edwina Currie. Right, question 22. MI5, not 9 to 5, was the strapline for which BBC TV series, the first episode of which attracted almost 10 million viewers? Was it A, Minder, B, Hustle, C, Hunted, or D, Spooks? Right, so the majority went with D, Spooks, and the right answer is D, Spooks. Well done. Question 23. Which chart-topping group formed on the TV show Pop Stars The Rivals? A, Girls Aloud, B, Spice Girls, C, Sugar Babes, or D, Atomic Kitten? Hope you're enjoying the quiz so far. It's a massive 50 questions tonight. Just a couple of answers coming through. Right, the majority went with A, Girls Aloud, and the correct answer is A, Girls Aloud. Right, question 24. What age was the Queen Mother when she died? Was it A, 91, B, 96, C, 101, or D, 106? Right, so the majority went with C, 101, and the right answer is C, 101. Right, here we go then. This is where you have to write down the year. Actually, write down the year, guys, okay? Whoever's quickest will get more points. Here we go then. Question 25. What is the year from the previous 4 questions? You have to be spot on with the year, unfortunately. Right, the majority of you said 2002. 8% have gone for 2010. The right answer is 2002. Well done. Right, no cheating. Right, no cheating. Come on. Question 26. Same as before. What's the year? Yet to win the Six Nations, which country won rugby union's last ever Five Nations Championship? A, Italy, B, France, C, England, or D, Scotland? If I seem a bit tense, by the way, it's just really weird when I'm talking to my computer screen and not a crowd of people. I'm used to the crowds. So I'm still kind of getting used to it. Right, the majority went with B, France. The right answer is 31% for D, Scotland. Well done, guys. Right, on to the next one, question 27. Who resigned as president of Russia to leave Vladimir Putin as acting president? Is it A, B, C, Boris Yeltsin, or D? I'm not pronouncing them names. I don't think I could even do a Russian accent. So we're just waiting for everyone to answer. Right, and the majority went with C, Boris Yeltsin, and the right answer is C. It's the one I can pronounce. Right, on to the next one, question 28. Released 16 years after the Return of the Jedi, what was the subtitle of the fourth installment in the Star Wars series? Is it A, The Last Jedi, B, Attack of the Clones, C, A New Hope, or D, The Phantom Menace? If you can see me waving my arms about, I'm trying to tell my son to stop singing. He's being very good at the moment. He's very quiet. Shh. Right, the majority went with D, The Phantom Menace, and the right answer was D, The Phantom Menace. Right, question 29. Who had a UK #1 hit single with We're Going to Ibiza? Is it A, Venga Boys, B, Aqua, C, Mr. Blobby, or D, Teletubbies? The time is still going down, but it looks like a lot of you have answered pretty quickly on that one. Right, so the majority went with Venga Boys, and the right answer is Venga Boys. Right, on to question 13. This is the one where you're going to have to name the year again. Okay, so be as quick as possible and you get extra points. What's the year from the previous 4 questions? Right, so the majority went with 1999, 58%, and 2005, 8%. And the right answer is 1999. Well done to the 58% there. Right, it's time to have a look at the leaderboard as we finish that third round near the year. And out in the lead is still Homer there with 3,001 points, just clinging on to that one. Quentin Quarantino is in second place. Not the easiest name to say. 2,985 points. Irish Connection Kevin still there in third, 2,240 points. Just having a look, see who's in last place there. It's Unicorn. Eleanor takes last place at the moment. Come on, Eleanor. Right, the next one, this is so simple, this one, okay, is true or false. That's it, 50-50. True or false. 10 questions. Here we go. Question 31. Seems to be a bit of a delay after each round, so just it might have shown up on your phone already. It's just delaying this end. The first tea bags were made of silk. True or false? Again, you've got 30 seconds for this one. It's 30 seconds for each question. I can't do individual timing on each question, unfortunately. Right, so the majority went with 69% at true, 31% at false. The right answer is true. Question number 32, true or false? Horses, ponies, donkeys, mules, and zebras are also known as equines. Equines. True or false? Helps if you know what equines are. Well, the horses, ponies, or donkeys, or mules. If it's true, might be false. So the majority went with 70% for true, 23% on false. The right answer is true. Majority are winning it tonight. Question 33. If you dug a hole through the centre of the earth, starting from Wellington in New Zealand, you end up in England. True or false? And the majority went with false. 77% for false. The right answer is false. I've remembered this one. Apparently, you'll end up in Spain. Okay, if you ever want to dig a shovel, get a shovel in New Zealand. Right. Question 34. The first international match of cricket was held between the United States of America and Canada. True or false? I didn't think cricket was popular over there, do you? What are you going to go with? Let's have a look at what the majority went with. They went with false. That's quite a huge number, actually, 77%. The right answer is true. You can now Google that. Okay. Number 35. Fingernails grow faster than hair. True or false? Not in my case. Still waiting on one answer. They've got to be quick. Right, the majority went with true. The right answer is false. Hair grows faster than fingernails. Okay, on to number 36. We're defeating the majority tonight on this one. When a pig is standing up, it cannot look up into the sky. True or false? When a pig is standing up, it cannot look up into the sky. And I hope nobody's doing the actions either. Right, you've all answered. We've got to wait for the timer to go down. Right, the majority went with true. And the right answer is true. It cannot look up into the sky unless it's lying on its back, I suppose. Right, question 37 from the true or false round. A human right lung is smaller than the left lung. A human right lung is smaller than the left lung. True or false? Right, the majority went with true. And the right answer is false. It's the other way around. The left lung is smaller than the right lung to make way for the heart. Okay, only slightly. Right, 38. Pandas make oink noises like pigs. True or false? Right, the majority went with very close, this one. A lot of people are saying false. 46% are saying true. The right answer is false. The majority won it this time. Yeah, pandas, they make a crowing or barking noises, not oink. Right, question 39. Sound coming from an adult giraffe, so we're doing sounds again, is so low it cannot be heard by humans. So you could be looking at a giraffe, could be talking to another giraffe, and you won't be able to hear it at all because the sound is so low, the frequency is so low, the level, that you can't hear it. Is that true or is it false? And the majority went with? They went with false. They think it's rubbish. 46% for true. The right answer is true. Giraffes are quietly having a conversation. You can't hear them because the sound is so low. Another fascinating fact tonight, you see. And the last one coming up from you, from QuizTube. Question 40, true or false? An Olympic gold medal is made from silver. True or false? If that's true, does that mean the silver one's made from bronze? And what's the bronze one made from? Probably Play-Doh. Right, the majority went with true. 54% thinks it's true. 46% are thinking it's false. The right answer is true. 92 point something, I think I remember reading, percent that it's actually silver. So there you go. Right, that's the end of the true or false game. It's time to have a look at the leaderboard again. And then we're going to be doing our final round. Is Homer still out there in front? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And taking first place is Quentin Quarantino, 3,517 points. Unicorn Ellen is still in last place with one more round to go. Homer dropping to second, and Irish Connection Kevin living in third place tonight. Okay, with 2,890 points. It can still all change. Right, just take a quick drink. This is the final round, sadly, but it's going to be the most interesting round. 1 second, Chams. This is going to be the most interesting round, okay? This is going to be survey says, and you will have to manually type your answer for every single question for this one, okay? You're looking for whatever could be on the board on the survey says. It is a real survey. There is 5 possible answers, and you've got to try and see if you can match the 5 possible answers that the British public gave. Okay, this is going to be interesting to see what you're going to write. Here comes your first question. 41 from Survey Says. So, name an expensive make of car. I've 12 answers so far. Still a few to make an answer. You are texting every single one for this one, okay? Right, so that's what the majority have gone for. Let's see if you can match what's on the board. There is 5 possible answers to each one. Right, so one of you have gone for Ferrari, Bugatti, Porsche, Rolls-Royce, Chevrolet, Audi, or Rolls-Royce. Your spelling has to be spot on, okay? Has to be absolutely spot on. The correct answer is Ferrari. Okay. Make sure that your spelling's spot on. Some of you would have got points though, but your spelling was bad. Right, here we go. On to the next one. 42. Name a mountain range. These might be difficult to spell actually, so I'll have to bear that in mind next time I do this. Right, the majority went with Alps at 69%, Himalayas, what's a mountain range at 8%. This is why it's interesting for me. And Elapse, whatever that is, at 8%. Let's have a look, see if any of them are on the board. Alps is on the board, so 69% get points. Right, on to the next one, 43. Name an occupation that might be considered boring. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. And again, make sure your spelling is spot on. The computer has to recognise the actual spelling for it to work. It'd be clever if it could do some sort of leeway, but I don't think it can. There is 5 possible answers. So let's have a look what the majority went with. Accountant at 38%, office job, chef, mine, accountancy, microwave technician, painting, mine, receptionist, lawyer. So a mixed bag there. One of you is going to at least get something on the board. The right answer is accountant, only coming up there. All right, well done. On to question 44. Name a nursery rhyme character. Well done for those people that are typing really fast as well. I know it's hard to type fast when you've only got 30, and spell it right when you've only got 30 seconds. Let's have a look at your responses then. Could be anything. Let's see if it matches the board. 5 possible answers. Humpty Dumpty's out there in the leads. Jack, Tom Tit, Little Boy Blue, Humour Dumpty, John Cena, and Little Bo Peep with an L. Got to be spot on with the spelling, guys. Come on, don't be careless. And the right answer is Humpty Dumpty. Well done. Humour Dumpty, you would have got it if you spelt it right. Question 45. Name a character from Only Fools and Horses other than Del Boy or Rodney. You see why this is interesting for me now. Probably interesting for you guys as well, see what other people have put. I've got a feeling though this is going to be a lot of people are going to get this right, as long as the spelling's correct. Right, so the majority went with for this one. Trigger at 62%, Del Boy at 8%, when it clearly says other than Del Boy. Boise, 8%, I think that's spelled wrong. Rigger, sounds like Trigger. And that other lad from the pub forgot his name. All right. And Mike Oxmells. Okay. See, people graffitiing the wall now. The right answer is Trigger. Trigger's the only one from that list there that's on the board. There are 4 other possible answers as well. I think you could have had Uncle Albert, Cassandra, I think was one of them. Right, moving on to the next question, 46. Name a famous dog. Right, so look, the majority went with. Oh, sorry, the time's still going. Right, the majority went with Last Hit 50%, Spots, Dixie Wreck, Katie Price, Snoopy, Labrador, Clifford. Some people not taking the quiz seriously, just want to make me laugh. That's fine. So let's have a look and see if any of them are on the board. Just one. We've got Lassie on the board. Well done. Points to you guys. Question 47. Name a city with a one-syllable name. I'll meet you in a minute, okay? Right, let's have a look. The majority went with York at 67, Southampton. 8%. Jim, Sacriston, the city of Sacriston. Right, so the majority have answered, and the correct answer, if it's on the board, it is. York is on the board. Well done. Points to you guys. Right, 3 more left from this round. Question 48. You're making me laugh, you lot. Name an actress, first name only, who has appeared in a James Bond film. First name only. I'm looking for the actress, not the character. I'm just waiting for the timer to go down. Those of you that are watching on YouTube, if you can just spread the word with others, family and friends, to subscribe to this channel, then you'll know when I go live and all that. There's more people playing than there is actually watching, so we can get them to watch as well. And I'm still trying to figure out this lagging, but I'll get around to it. Right, let's have a look what the majority have put. I'm cringing now. Ursula, 17%. Judy, 17%. Pussa Galore, that's a character. Don't think that's going to be on there. Carol Baskin, Madonna, Grace, Margaret, Hailey Berry, Mary Poppins, and Tina. Is any of them on the board? Ursula was on the board, right. So well done to you, 17%. Question 49. Name a word that can go before point to give a new word or phrase. That's before point to give a new word or phrase. I'm talking about YouTube as well. I don't know how it totally works. I'm not really much of an old fogey, but apparently if you do the thumbs up as well, it gets nice coverage. So if you can just click that thumb, that'd be nice. Right, so the majority went with after it's counted down. There is 5 possible answers, and you've only been getting 1 so far, but let's have a look, see if you do it on this one. Majority went with match at 31%. Match points, yeah. Tipping point. Mike Roch point, no. Pin point, that's could be a good one. New point, power point, cash point, nipple point, high point. Right, okay, let's have a look, see which one of them matched the answers on the board. Just one of them match to get the match point. Right, the last one then, 50. Name a room on a Cluedo board. You can't go wrong with this one. Just name a room. Right, that was the last one. We're going to reveal the leaderboard in just a second. But let's find out what the majority went with for name room on a Cluedo board. Library at 62%. Cupboard. Is a cupboard a room? Huge ash room, hall room, the observatory. Jenny Taylor. Right. So let's see if one of them is on the board. And it is library. Right. Thank you very much to all my players tonight. We're going to show the leaderboard now. Whoever's out in front, because there's been a majority of people playing tonight, I am able to give a cash prize tonight. It's not much. I've worked it out. It's going to be £5 tonight for the winner. Second place and third place will get free tickets. A free ticket for Monday night's quiz. That's all I can offer at the moment. The more people play, the bigger the cash prize can go up. Okay, so let's find out who is in the lead and who's won tonight's quiz. Quentin Quantinos, that's £5 going to you, my friend. £4,298. 98 pounds. Points. Second, Homer. They get a free ticket. 3,954 points. Points for Monday's game. And Irish Connection, Kevin. Well done, Kevin. 3,117 points. Free ticket for you as well for Monday night's quiz. Unicorn Eleanor at the bottom. I don't think I've got a booby prize for you, Eleanor. I'll have to start collecting some booby prizes. But thank you very much to everyone playing tonight. Hope you really enjoyed it. Again, just do leave comments in the White Hills Facebook page or even on QuizTube as well. Send us a message if there's anything that you'd like to see me do in regards to the quiz or anything that I can improve on or anything like that. Criticism, always welcome. Constructive criticism, that's fine. But I hope you did enjoy it tonight. 50 questions. I'll try and do 50 questions again on Monday. I've lowered the price now. It's just £1 to play. Okay, so just keep an eye out for that. Tickets are on sale right now if you go to the website to buy tickets for Monday night. Homer and Irish Connection, Kevin, do not need to buy tickets for Monday night. You've won that as a prize. Quentin Quarantino, I'll get you £5 over to you. Okay. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you all on Monday. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on YouTube and keep sharing. Share it with everyone. Let's get some more players. Right. Bye. Have a good weekend.
Dad, that's cool. It's finished now.
Bye.
Let's see. Bye. Dad, you're not coming in.